Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to uncover what guidance Source has to help you become financially free so that you don't have to ever work again if you don't want to. Now, this is a timeless reading, so anytime you find this video is exactly when you are meant to hear this. And as we dive into this reading together, remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found this video and this channel. My name is Taylor Eaton and I am a wealth oracle and the author of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which we will be using later in the readings. Now, if I sound a little bit raspy or congested in this video, I apologize. I am getting over a nasty cold, so please bear with me. I have been so excited to create this video and so many other videos that I've had inspiration around for you all, but I have had to wait to record until my voice was at least like at this level of acceptability because it has been rough over here. So I'm glad to be back and be able to record with you all, but just bear with me with my little bit of raspiness. But on that note, if you want to make sure that you have access to new exclusive daily content from me, especially daily mini money readings, as well as all the resources you need to manifest more wealth into your life, then be sure to come join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. I created the Wealth Vibe to be your one-stop shop for money manifestation. So come join in for exclusive daily readings, abundance meditations, a high vibe community of like-minded individuals, monthly money manifesting challenges, and so much more. The Wealth Vibe is also the only place you can purchase private readings or coaching from me. So the link for the Wealth Vibe is in the description and pinned comment below. I would love to get to personally connect with you there. Now, let's run through the decks and their crystals so that you can pick your reading. So we have today deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. If you like to pick by crystal, I'll give you a close-up of each of the crystals. So for deck 1, our crystal is Angelite. This is what your crystal looks like. For deck number 2, your crystal would be Pyrite. For deck number 3, we have Amethyst. And for deck number 4, we have green Aventurine, light green Aventurine, I should say. We will be incorporating multiple decks into each of the readings, and I will list all of the decks used in this video in the description below. You can absolutely watch more than one of the readings if more than one deck or crystal is calling to you. That just means that there is guidance for you in each of those readings. So pause the video if you'd like to here. Take however long you need to choose to tune into your inner guidance, your intuition, to see which deck or decks are for you. And then click the timestamps below in the description and pinned comment to jump to whichever deck or decks have drawn you in. And I'll see you in your reading. Hello, deck number 1. We are going to dive into your reading to see what guidance Source has for you to help you become financially free and never have to work again if you don't want to. All right, so we're going to move your crystal out of the way and dive right in. I want to pull at least our first card here to just see what deck 1 needs to do to become financially free. What do they need to hear? Be grateful. I am grateful for the life I created and am creating. So I'm seeing deck 1 that you have come actually quite a long way toward financial freedom. And I get that you're closer than you might think you are, which is very exciting to hear. You're closer than you think you are, but I'm getting that you keep looking at how far you have left to go instead of how far you've come. And while both perspectives are important in your financial freedom journey, if you're only ever looking at how far you have to go, especially if you have a very clear amount of money that you need to be making every year or you need to have in the bank or something like that before you can retire or have more time freedom, right, before you're financially free. If you're always looking at that and how far you are away from it, you continue to keep yourself apart from it. You continue to almost slow down your own progress. And that's kind of frustrating, right? Because oftentimes when we're looking at where we want to go, it's because we think if we look at it and look at what we need to do to get there and try to figure out the how it's all going to happen, that's going to speed it up. But oftentimes that, and in your case, what's happening is it slows it down. It slows down that happening. Why? Because you're looking at this goal that you've set for financial freedom of what you think your life's going to look like or how much money you think you'll need or have in the bank or be making. And you're looking at that and looking at the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And you just keep almost reiterating to yourself, reaffirming to yourself, I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not there yet. And yes, objectively in your 3D reality, maybe you're not there yet. But energetically, can you be there now? Mentally, can you be there now? Can you be as grateful for everything you've created and how far you've come as you will be grateful for everything you are creating when you have it? Can you find the gratitude in where you are right now and for everything that's coming? That's the key that's going to help things start to move for you and move faster toward financial freedom. We're going to get so many other cards out here and so much more guidance, but this is the big piece of guidance that's coming through for you to kick everything off. This is like the overarching theme for you, is there needs to be an acknowledgement to yourself of how far you've come. And even if you feel like you're so far from financial freedom, like objectively looking at the money in your bank and how much do you think you need to be financially free, to not have to work again, can you actually look at where you are and see what lessons, what skills, what connections, what opportunities, what education, what have you cultivated and accumulated so far up until this moment in time on your financial and career and success journey? All the hard skills, all the soft skills, really take stock of those things and be grateful and see how you're actually much closer than you were maybe 5 years, 10 years ago to being financially free. Yeah, maybe the money hasn't caught up yet, but all of the other pieces for the foundation are there, is what I'm getting. And as long as you keep looking at how far have you left to go, the more you affirm to yourself you're not there yet, and the more you create the reality where you're not there yet. Right? So that's the first thing. Let's get some more guidance for you here. Ooh, yep. We have our Three of Pentacles reversed. We also have our Death card in reverse. Okay. And we have our Five of Swords upright. So seeing these cards initially, I'm like, whoa, deck one. Holy moly. What we just talked about here with being grateful, it's like, I see why this is so important for you now, because I see that you are like, I don't want to say you're so stuck, but you keep telling the story of being stuck. And that's what creates the being stuck. And there's almost this resistance to believing it can be easier or better or faster, or attaining those goals or that financial freedom can happen for you or happen easily for you. Like, I'm seeing so much of you being at odds, maybe with others, maybe with your job or your work or your career or your finances or financial situation. Could be that you're at odds with those things and fighting for improvement and fighting for resolution and fighting for more income and more success. But more so, I'm seeing really what's happening for you, deck one, is you're at odds with yourself. There's this kind of disharmony, this misalignment, this disconnect. That's the word. Disconnect is what I'm being given. Disconnect between your higher self, your soul, and then you, your consciousness, your ego, right? Like, I see your soul is like already actually quite far ahead. Like, what your soul came here to do and the success that your soul came here to have and the abundance that your soul knows it's worthy and capable of is like so far out ahead of where you're allowing yourself to align with. And this isn't to like call you out in a negative way. I'm getting this, that source, my collective, my Arrow Collective is here, and they're just saying like, this is said with so much love, but you are resisting changing on that inner level. You're resisting looking at how far you've come, looking at how maybe you aren't actually as far from the wealth you desire as you think you are, as it looks you are. Like, I just see there's this almost refusal to let it be easy. And it's not necessarily a conscious choice. It's not like you're making this conscious choice of, oh, I'm going to be stubborn about my beliefs around money and make it harder on myself. But that's what's happening on a subconscious level. Why is that happening, Source? Why is that happening? Why is deck 1 just, because what I'm getting is it's like you're making it harder and take longer than it needs to get to the financial freedom. So why? Why is deck 1 in this kind of loop? I see you in this loop of like, it's like, it feels so hard, it feels hard, it feels hard. Why does it feel so hard? Why are they stuck in this loop when it could be easy, when they could just shift that? We have Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor, Seed the Light by staying grounded, Portal, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards wild card, right? Because you get to decide how easy this gets to be. Again, how do you decide? By choosing that you get to look back and see the evidence that you're closer than you think you are, that you've come so far toward the success, towards the wealth, towards the financial freedom that you desire. Why is this hard for you? I see that this is almost in a way there's some cosmic ancestor, right? There's some part of either past life for you or something in your ancestral line that's ready to be healed around this. So, very interesting. I'm getting that this story of it has to be so hard to become financially free. It's so hard to never have to work again, or that might never happen in my lifetime for me. Or I don't know if I have what it takes to do that, or it's like the world and the economy is stacked against me. Any sorts of stories like that you might have that keep you feeling like it's going to be so far and you still have so far left to go to get to the financial freedom you want. I'm getting that those aren't even your stories, deck 1. They might feel very real, and they're definitely playing out in your life and keeping that financial freedom and success at bay. But I'm getting they're not even your stories. They're stories that are for you to maybe heal in this lifetime, for you to release in this lifetime. They're not your stories, though. So are you holding on to stories that aren't even yours? Deck 1, are you holding on to a parent's story around how hard it has to be to make money or be financially free, or how financial freedom is something that just happens by dumb luck? You have to get so lucky for it to happen, or you have to work so hard or you have to sacrifice relationships in your family, or it makes you greedy to want to not have to work, or a bad person. Like, what stories are in there? Go deep into that. Reflect on, what stories do I have that tell me that it's going to be really hard to close this gap, or it's going to take a long time to close this gap between where I am now and the financial freedom I want to have? Look at that, deck 1, because there's a story in there that isn't yours, but you're clinging to it. You're holding on to it. Not consciously, probably, right? But it's not even yours. Look and identify, is this a past life story? Is this a story from one of the people who raised me, my parents, a caregiver? Is this a story from someone, further back in my generational line? Is this just a societal story that I've just adopted, but it's not actually mine? What stories around financial freedom are you carrying that are ready to be released? Because as soon as you identify that and choose to say, you know what, this isn't my story anymore, I choose not to subscribe to this, and I actually choose a different story, when you decide, you open a portal to exactly where you want to go. I see you quantum leaping into more financial freedom, more financial success and abundance. And it gets to happen so much faster and so much easier than you've believed it could up until this point, because you were holding on to the story that said it had to be hard. This is so interesting because I see this clear image of your soul, your higher self, like way over here being like, come over here. Come over here with me. It's great over here. All the money, all the success, all the ease, all the fulfillment, all the soul's purposes and lessons coming together. It's all over here and I'm over here. Why are you still back here? And it's like, oh, it's because you're holding something that isn't congruent. You're holding a story that's not yours, that isn't congruent, that isn't compatible with the financial freedom you want to have, right? And as soon as you realize, this is the beautiful thing, this is the really gorgeous thing, deck 1, as soon as you realize and can identify what that story is, you're going to be able to release it really quickly. You're going to be able to release it really quickly. And I'm so excited because as soon as you do that, I see quantum leaping. You open up this portal. You open up a portal to more abundance. You quantum leap right into it. Goodness. Yeah, so there needs to be this space to give yourself to figure out exactly what is holding you back, exactly what you're holding on to, that's ready to be released, right? This breath of abundance card is like, you might even find doing some breath work helps you release the story that isn't yours if you've been holding it in your body. I am seeing, though, that for a lot of you, there just needs to be a little bit of introspection, a good journaling session, a good therapy session, a good, just looking into what story am I carrying that's not even mine, that's keeping this financial freedom, the success and money I want and freedom I want at arm's length, right? Once you figure that out, like I said, this is our Alchemist card from my Wealthy Woman deck. You're going to transmute. This is also so, oh wow, this is so cool. You're going to transmute this story that's not even yours. You're going to transmute it into gold. It's like it's led into gold. It's this thing that has held you back for so long, and all of a sudden you're going to transmute it, change it, and use it to actually launch you forward faster through that portal into more financial freedom and abundance. So this is so exciting. Deck 1, my goodness. All right. What else does deck 1 need to hear to create more financial freedom in their life? What do you need to do? We have Root Girl, the disowned self, right? Interesting roots. This death card has roots pictured on it. We have some cards about grounding here, right? Like even rooting into gratitude. Yeah, the disowned self. Wow. Wow. There's a part of you, deck 1, that like an inner child part, a younger part of you, a younger version of you, some small part of you that you've maybe told to quiet down because it doesn't fit in with the story you've been carrying from others, right? The story that says that the financial freedom you want has to be hard or difficult or bad in some way. Yeah, there's a part of you that you've almost kind of been like, shh, quiet down, get smaller. You've shrunk some part of yourself, and that's the part of yourself that is ready to come out. And when you let that inner child come out, when you let that part of you play and just dream big and unleash that magic, oh my gosh. Deck 1, that's like, again, this is like your soul is over here just being like, your higher self is like, yes, unleash that part of you that you thought you had to dim down and bury underground almost because it didn't fit with these stories you took on from others, especially around money or career, what you can do to make money, what's a viable career path for financial freedom. Like, I always say to people, I've been saying this a lot to my private clients recently, you can monetize anything. You can monetize anything, especially in today's day and age with the internet. You can monetize anything. You can make a lot of money doing anything. The right thing for you to do, the thing that's going to lead to that money, to the financial freedom, is going to come when you allow yourself to reconnect with that inner self. So taking some time to just imagine things, deck 1, just visualize things. It's going to open up so much for you. It's going to open up doors, open up portals. You're going to start to almost feel like I'm seeing you coming back online, coming alive. Very interesting. Yeah. Wow. That's just, there's some, if you do inner child healing, definitely lean into that, but allow yourself to dream big. Allow yourself to dream big, right? There's something within you, there's a seed of an idea that's going to lead to this financial freedom that is going to just it's just going to explode everything in your life in the best possible way. But it's going to come from this more inner child part of yourself, right? Wow. Oh my gosh. Recognize strength. I am rooted in my strength. Root girl, right? In the roots. Wow. Really reconnect with the strength of your imagination, the strength of your daydreams. Have gratitude for the parts of yourself that are more mystical, magical, that don't quite fit with the rest of society. Because guess what? Also, deck 1, the message is coming through. Most of society is not financially free. And I'm guessing that the people who you've adopted these stories from that aren't yours, that are ready to be released, those people probably also aren't financially free. So why would you take on any stories or advice or rules from anyone who doesn't have the thing you want? Because if you take on their stories and beliefs and rules, you will get what they have to some degree. That's the path that you're on when you take on someone else's rules. It's the path they're on. Forge your own path, right? Recognize your own strength, the strength in your imagination, having gratitude for your strength, gratitude for this inner child part of yourself, this part of yourself that wants to dream big. You have one life. Like, you're only ever you. Let yourself dream bigger. We also have feel. I am safe, I am protected, I am loved. Yeah, what parts of you have you dismissed or forgotten or forsaken? Deck 1. That inner child part of yourself. The deep subconscious roots that you have, right? Like, I'm getting the sense that this story you've been carrying around that isn't yours, that's keeping you from the financial freedom you desire, it's actually that story is like, it's protecting you from having to actually look at this part of yourself and having to actually allow yourself to feel that it's okay to be all of you, and to actually even believe and dare to dream that you could be paid for being all of you, that you could be truly everything you want to be in this lifetime without having to compromise that and lead to financial freedom, right? Yeah. Wow. Wow. Really interesting. All right, deck 1. I'm going to grab some more cards for you. I want to know, like, on a more strategic level, right? Like, what guidance is there for you around financial freedom, right? Exact steps you can take. I will say all this inner stuff, healing inner wounds, feeling empowered, feeling like it's safe to be all of you, learning to dream bigger, all of this is stuff we do inside the Wealth by membership. So if you feel like you are having trouble doing that, come join us in there, right? Because that can absolutely help you. There's so many resources for it. All right, we have our Page of Pentacles, right? And I also have, the Moon card coming up here for you. Okay, so I see that as soon as you start to allow yourself to bring to light, right, like all of these ideas, right, all of these things that you wish you could have done, your fantasies, your daydreams, your inner child, you start to heal that, you start to bring those things to light, and you start to trust that it's safe to be yourself, right, and you start to kind of see the illusion of trying to keep yourself safe by keeping yourself from the financial abundance that you've had with this story you've been carrying around. As soon as you start to see all this and bring it to light, I see that there's actually going to be someone who comes into your life who has this amazing opportunity for you. You have financial opportunity specifically, right? This amazing job offer, amazing career opportunity. It even could be someone who's like, I have a lot of money and I want to give you some, like a family member, someone who's won a lot of money and wants to give you some, like just even paying you just for being you because they love you, right? Like there's this miraculous opportunity that's going to come for you once you're ready for it. But the inner healing has to happen first, and then the door, this portal. Oh, that's how you quantum leap. That makes so much sense. That's how you're going to quantum leap into the abundance, right? Is it's like you're going to actually be able to open this door for this amazing golden opportunity to be kind of handed to you. It could be a lottery win. It could be someone winning something and handing you a big chunk of money. It could be that your partner or someone close to you has a windfall of money or an inheritance. Also, though, for some of you, it might just be like this huge boost in your business or in your career, like this crazy like promotion where you're just like 10 times in your income or something insane, and just then being able to invest so much of that into something that very quickly allows you to step into more financial freedom. So there is something really big, a really cool opportunity coming for you, deck 1. And I get the sense that it's not even a matter of getting there. It's a matter of being ready for it to be able to appear. So this opportunity, this is really cool. It's not a time limit. It's not like you need to get ready for this because it's coming in a month and you need to get ready. It's more like as soon as you start bringing to light all the stories that aren't yours, that are holding you back and keeping you from being all of you, and you start healing that inner child and being more in your strength and being grateful for everything you've created and where you are and how far you've come, as soon as you start to be in that energy more and more, and you stop fighting yourself to believe it can be easy, and you release all those stories that aren't yours, that's when someone gets to appear in your life with this golden opportunity for you. It'll be easy to look at it and go, oh, well, someone else did that and I got lucky. No, you shifted things so that you could open up the portal for this person to step through and hand you this golden opportunity. And that's really freaking cool. You did that. You are the creator of your reality, right? Yeah, I'm going to send you on your way with an affirmation here. But I'll tell you again, this is a lot of what I teach, right? It's like, this is embodiment work. You have to embody being the version of you who has the wealth you desire, that level of gratitude now, and then you create opportunities, you draw opportunities to you that you're now an energetic match for, that bring that money into your life. This is what we do in the Wealth Vibe membership. It's all about energetically embodying. So if you're having trouble doing that, come join us. I think next month we're going to be doing a challenge all around healing money blocks too, releasing ones that aren't ours. I'm pretty sure that's going to be next month's challenge. So if you want to get in on that, that link is below. I can't tell you how powerful the space and how many blocks people clear and magical money manifestations people have in there. All right, I am the light. Every cell and molecule of my being is aligned to this truth. Remember what I said? I could so clearly see like your higher self, your soul, over here, being like, come over here. Everything gets over here. Align with me. Align with me. And it's just getting your subconscious, your conscious mind, your physical body on board with that. Because you're already capable of that. So you've already expanded your capacity and your ability to create and hold wealth on an energetic level. Now it's about getting your mind, your body on board with that and actually believing it, right? Embodying it. And this is so beautiful. So you can use this affirmation, deck 1, to activate this energy of abundance within yourself. I am the light. You are so much more than where you are right now or what you have or don't have. You're so much more than that. You are the light. So I am the light. Every cell and molecule of my being is aligned to this truth. Use that, and you could even, as you say this affirmation, feel the energy of abundance activating within you. Feel it bringing to the surface and eliminating or transmuting these beliefs that aren't yours, that don't serve you. Feel and see every molecule of your being attuning to wealth, attuning to your higher self, your soul, to what it's already capable of and is ready for. And feel the gratitude through you, right? As you do that, as you say this affirmation, as you feel this transformation. But yeah, there's something really big, really exciting coming for you. Deck 1. It's when you're ready. It'll be there. You can't miss it. It's meant for you. It's meant for you in this lifetime. You can't miss it. It's just a matter of when are you going to get yourself ready, right? And that means you have all the power. So that's absolutely beautiful. All right, deck 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated. I truly, truly appreciate getting to see your comments and hearing how these readings connect with you. It means the world to me when you comment, so thank you for commenting. You are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance. If you would like to get access to all of the resources you need to manifest more wealth into your life so you can become financially free, you are absolutely welcome to join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. It is an absolute steal of a price for everything that is included, like our daily mini money readings from me, monthly manifesting challenges in there, money meditations, a book club, our high vibe community of like-minded people, all that and more. So if you're looking for that extra support on your spiritually aligned wealth journey, click the link for the Wealth Vibe in the description or pinned comment below. And if you want to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck so you can get divine guidance on demand for all things money and abundance, that link is also below. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. This is your reading to see what guidance source has for you to help you become financially free and never have to work again if you don't want to. So we will move your crystal out of the way, and we're going to dive right in. Start shuffling. I want to get at least one card to start to see what does deck 2 need to know to become financially free. So we have survey. I am open to an expanded view of my life. Very interesting. Deck 2. Where have you boxed yourself in? The guidance that's coming through is that there is so much more available to you if you're willing to kind of widen your perspective. Widen maybe what you believe is possible for you, but most definitely widening kind of your look at like your career, your money-making activities, really kind of challenging yourself to expand your perspective. Your maybe even what you're looking at. I'm getting that for a lot of you who are on this pile, the way you're going to become financially free isn't by doing what you're currently doing to make money. For some of you it might be, but it might require a really big overhaul or shift or change to what you're doing. So it's possible that if you're on this reading, you are on the right path for some of you, but it's going to look really different getting to that point of financial freedom than you think it will, right? But for most of you, I'd say like 70, 80% or more, even up to 90% of the people watching this pile, especially if you were drawn to this pile first, if you're watching multiple piles, your financial freedom is absolutely possible for you in this lifetime, but it's not by doing what you've been doing so far. So this is a great point where you can just kind of, before we get further into this reading, tune into your inner guidance, your intuition, to check in with yourself and say, do I really think I'm on the right path with what I'm doing right now to make money, to be financially free, to grow my assets, all that sort of stuff? Do I feel like I'm on the right path right now? Or is it just like I'm just doing this and hoping some miracle will happen and something will change one day? Or do I feel like I am on the right path, but I just don't feel like I have all the pieces of the puzzle yet? Right? Because those are two very different energies, but both are here in this pile. Regardless, wherever you land, whichever camp you land in there, deck 2, because you're here on this reading, I'm just clearly seeing that like that financial freedom, it's such a shift from where you are now. And the Einstein quote keeps coming up, right? And I'm sure I'm going to probably botch this because I'm just saying it from memory. But that saying from Einstein, it's like, you cannot create a solution with the same level of consciousness, the same, mind that created the problem. And that's kind of where you're at. Like, where you are right now, if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting the same results. So something has to change, right? So, like I said, financial freedom is available to you, but it's going to require change. And what's it going to require you to change? It's going to require you to embrace your weirdness. This is your not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Again, I said, where have you boxed yourself in? Right when I pulled that card, where have you boxed yourself in? Maybe you've gone down a prescribed path, a path that everyone said, this is how you have to make money, this is how you have to be successful. That path is not for you in this lifetime, deck 2. You are incredibly unique, incredibly different, incredibly like weird in the best possible way. And it's important for you to embrace that, right? Embrace that and understand that your path to financial freedom will not look like how most other people achieve it. And realistically, most people don't become financially free in this life. Why? Because they're trying to play by the same rules everyone else has. Blah, 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 blah. So, what you can do from this point, my collective is saying, the guidance for you, deck 1, is to surrender to the sweetness. In order to expand your view of what's possible for you and the ways money can come to you and the way you can attain financial freedom, in order to find where that shift is that needs to happen, that big change, either in your career or your business or in the way you're approaching money right now, you have to do what feels right to you. You have to give yourself permission to actually do more of the things that bring you pleasure, more of the things that speak to your weird, unique interests and strengths. When you think about the people who have a lot of money that you see in this world, right? The people who are financially free, the people who wouldn't have to work another day in their life if they don't want to, aren't a lot of them weird in some way to you? And are they ever sitting there kind of apologizing to people for how weird they are? No, they're owning it. And it's often their weirdness that's their genius. So I actually see you as quite a genius, deck 2. I don't know if you see yourself that way, but I'm getting that you're a genius. You have these amazing ideas, these amazing, unique attributes about you that have these seeds of abundance in them. But in order to nurture those seeds, in order to allow them to bloom, to come to fruition, you have to, you do that by leaning into this Venus energy, this pleasure, joy, making love to life, right? Enjoying the things that you enjoy unapologetically. Maybe, and honestly, I'm seeing even just starting out with, what hobby have you been wanting to do that you don't do because you think you don't have time and you got to go make more money and blah, 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 blah. Do that thing. That thing itself might be the thing you monetize and brings you more money, or it might just help you start to move some of the stagnant energy and start to embrace your unique gifts. And then you'll see those in really strange and unique ways carry into different opportunities and different tracks for you to achieve financial abundance, right? Yeah, I just keep pulling cards that are just like, just enjoy your life. It's really just deck 1, like, or deck 2, I'm sorry. Have fun with life, right? Like, enjoy it. Enjoy the things that make you your own unique expression of things. Enjoy those things. Those are your money-making superpowers, whether directly or indirectly. You're meant to, I'm really seeing you're meant to be really quite a muse in this lifetime. You're meant to be a muse for others. Your uniqueness inspires others and activates others. But if you dim down or box yourself in and say, well, I can't make money doing that, that's too bizarre, no one would pay me for that. If you've boxed yourself in some way and tried to just play the normal game and be normal like everybody else and go make money the normal way with a 9-to-5 job, or doing this being in this industry because that's what everyone else does, or structuring your business like all the other gurus and coaches say you have to, right? If that's the path you've gone down, you've stripped yourself of your biggest money-making gifts. You've stripped yourself of your unique genius. Your unique genius is the thing that's going to take you to that financial freedom. So it's time to kind of reconnect with that by doing what brings you joy, right? By making your life a moving prayer to yourself, to your uniqueness. Yeah, I see that you're meant to do some really, really cool big things. Yeah, you're meant to really dive into something, right? Deep diver, diving into a task. You're meant to dive in. And again, we have a lot of water here. I'm seeing here, right? You're meant to really dive into the things that you truly enjoy in this lifetime and find the unique lessons, the unique value in those things, and bring that to others, right? Also, I'm being so called in human design. If you know human design or gate 10, this is very much like a gate that's about loving life and uniqueness. And it's, oh my gosh, there's just, you're meant, I can't express enough to you how much the guidance is coming through that. The more that you prioritize joy in your life and doing the weird things that you love to do, deck 2, like, that is where all the doors open from. That is what will open doors. That is what will magnetize the right people to you at the right time with the right opportunities. That's what will magnetize the money to you. That'll magnetize all the opportunities to you. Like, it gets to be that simple. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you watching this are generators or manifesting generators in human design, if you know your human design. If not, no worries about that. I do have a video I will link above, though, if you're curious about human design. It's, I think, a fantastic modality for just self-reflection and understanding how to give yourself permission to live your most aligned life in this lifetime. So I'll link that video above if you want an intro to human design. But yeah, you're meant to, like this is such specific and weird guidance that, makes sense for this reading with you, deck 2. But in order to achieve financial freedom in this lifetime, it's time for you to, really the thing you can do today, this week, to start getting on this track of achieving financial freedom is whatever hobby or interest you've wanted to explore that you've kind of put off, go explore it. It's that simple. You will be surprised at how that connects you with the right people or opens your eyes to different opportunities, expands your perspective and view of life and what's possible for you. It might directly lead to more money. It will very likely, for most of you, lead indirectly to the shifts that you need to make more money to get to that financial freedom. Yeah, we have the farther gate. We have the farther gate, bold step forward. Yeah, and again, we have water here. You might be called to the water. Your financial freedom might have something to do with a career that has water involved in it in some way. I see some of you doing maybe like water treatment, finding better solutions for for, like for our water supplies and even for drought conditions. Some of you I see doing stuff in the water in terms of like, exploring the sea, deep diving. Some of you, water might just be very healing for you. And it might be part of your self-care of like baths or spa days, things like that. But some of you just have some interest in water. Not all of you, but there's some connection to water. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have more of that Mintinkan energy, but like this is, you're meant to be taking a bold step. You're meant to be diving into whatever weird thing is being interesting to you, and that dive into it for as long as it excites you and brings you joy and pleasure, and without any pressure on it to make any money or lead you somewhere, and then just see where it takes you. Maybe it's onto another task to dive into, another interest to dive into. Maybe it's to the right person, the right place at the right time for the right opportunity for more money. Maybe it's in doing the task, you kind of have this light bulb moment where you go, oh my God, I realize now what I want to do and what I could see being the path to more abundance for me, or how I can change my business or tweak my career path so that I actually can achieve financial freedom more easily. Like the answers you're looking for are on the other side of just giving yourself permission to go with the flow and flow into those unique things, those things that interest you. It sounds so simple, but it's all connected, right? It's all connected. So this is actually quite fun guidance, because literally your homework so far from this pile is like, go do something fun. Go do something fun. Don't treat the fun, weird things you're interested in as a reward. They are a priority. And when you make them a priority, you are not only prioritizing yourself, but you are prioritizing already feeling like you have the time freedom to do the things you want to do. And then when you're in that energy, you'll attract more time freedom to do more things you want to do. And more financial freedom to allow you to have the time freedom, right? Wow, really cool. Yeah, Fortress of Protection, of course. This is from, we have the healer, of course we do. These are from my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, and I'm happy to see these cards, and they make so much sense with your reading. Fortress of Protection. The box you've put yourself in, the stories you've told of, like, I gotta try to play the game to make money, I gotta try to make my employer people like me, or I gotta try to produce how they see me, or, try to do or say the right thing to make the money, or follow this career path that my parents or my family told me was the way I'd become financially stable or free. It's like all those stories that you've adopted, you adopted them because you thought they would help you, but they've actually boxed you in, right? You thought that was the thing to do. You were told that was the responsible thing to do, but you've come to a point in your life where you're realizing, wow, these old stories and limitations I have are actually, I've put them on myself to try to help myself get to where I want to go, but it's actually just kept me further away from where I want to go. Financially, fulfillment-wise, personal-wise, enjoyment-wise. So looking at those stories of where have you boxed yourself in and told yourself, I can't be weird, I gotta be normal, I gotta be like everyone else if I want to be financially free. Most other people aren't financially free. Why would you want to be like them? We have the healer card here. Those stories, once you heal these stories and you let your, let your freak flag fly. Like, let yourself be weird. Let yourself go do the weird hobbies. You're gonna, everything will line up for you. And all you do is you just have to take that step into all those bountiful blessings. It's all gonna line up for you the moment you start pursuing that little hobby or thing that you're like, what if I just let myself do this today or this week and just made an hour for that, or to research that or explore that or sign up for that class. Oh my gosh, things are gonna start lining up so fast, and this is how you get yourself on the path to financial freedom. That's really cool, and how exciting and how empowering that all you gotta do, deck 2, to make the money you desire, to have more financial freedom, to find the shifts that need to happen, to overhaul what you're doing now in order to generate that financial freedom. All you gotta do is just follow your bliss. Follow your bliss, give yourself permission to do all those little weird things you've been wanting to do. And then, of course, we have the Chariot card. And then it's gonna happen so quickly for you. It's gonna happen so quickly for you. I'm seeing between 4 to 7 months for you. If you start today, tomorrow, this week, to just pursue those little hobbies, those little interests, maybe they're even professional interests that you've really been wanting to do. If you're just starting to make those little changes and giving yourself permission to do those things and to own who you are and your own unique quirks and the things that light you up. As soon as you start to do that, 4 to 7 months from then, you're going to have that clarity of what path you need to be on, what you need to be actually doing to make the money to be financially free, right? To not have to work again in this lifetime. And And it's going to happen quickly, right? Like I said, 47 months, you're going to know, and you're going to be on the path. You're going to be well on the way to it. And then we have our 9 of Swords reversed here, which we love to see, of like, you're going to, like, this whole journey of, it sounds so simple, just starting to let yourself dive into those little quirky things you're interested in and giving yourself permission to fully dive into them. Oh my gosh, deck 1, or deck 2, I'm sorry, I keep saying deck 1. You're deck 2. This is going to heal you in so many ways. We also have the healer here, but this is all about, with our 9 of Swords reverse, it's all about healing, like ending these cycles that are keeping you mentally boxed in and telling yourself what is or isn't possible for you in your life. My collective is stepping in there saying, please realize, deck 2, that nothing is off limits to you other than what you tell yourself is off limits to you. The only limits you have are the limits you create for yourself in your mind. They seem very convincing, right? That's in our 3D matrix. We were very good at convincing ourselves that because I'm here and I only have X amount in my bank account, I only make X amount a year, that means that what I want isn't possible for me. It's like, yeah, but when you change, when you start doing little things that shift your energy, anything else can change in a moment. Like everything you do has a ripple effect into the future. And you're going to start to get to heal those parts of yourself that feel like you got to play normal, you got to play small. And as you start to heal those things, everything starts happening quickly. But you're like in the middle of like a healing journey of reclaiming what makes you you, your unique interests, your unique traits and you-ness. It's like you're on such a journey of that. I feel like you've been on that journey for a while, and this is almost that culmination of it, or a new chapter of it. And it's one that's going to feel really good. It's one that's going to feel like a relief, a release of the self-doubt, of the fear. Yeah. And as you move through that, it's like you're going to be able to confidently find your own little weird, unique path to financial freedom. That's incredibly beautiful. If you feel like you really struggle with being able to identify, like these stories that are holding back, or being able to take those steps and shift your energy and hold the energy of feeling like you already have the time freedom to do the things and all that, definitely come join me in the Wealth by membership, because this is so much of what we work on in there, is shifting little actions, little daily things, cultivating new habits to really embody the wealth we desire and call it to us, right? Become the version of us who has the wealth we desire. So come join me in there. That link is below if you want to get support in that. I am in alignment to my highest timelines and the best versions of me. That is so perfect. Such a perfect affirmation to send you on your way with, deck 2. This is an affirmation you can say to yourself as you move forward. But really what I'm getting here, I'm in alignment to my highest timelines and the best versions of me. You have this one life to live, deck 2. And it gets to be such a beautiful life full of everything you want when you expand your view of yourself and of what's possible for you, right? So know that the way that you align yourself to your highest timelines is by doing what lights you up, what brings you joy and pleasure, what makes you feel like you're really devoting yourself to prioritizing happiness and making love to life and just being so in love with life, finding the sweetness in it. Yeah. As you unlock that's who you are being invited to become by the universe in order to then be the version of you need to be to have that financial freedom, right? Nothing changes until you do. You're already amazing, Dr. Icy. You're such a genius. You're so interesting. Like, you're someone that I'd want to sit down and have like a coffee with and pick your brain and just see what makes you tick. Like, you seem so interesting. Your energy that I'm picking up, so unique, so interesting. Stop trying to hide it. Start embracing that. Start honoring it and the little things it nudges you to do. And know that the more you honor that, the more the opportunities and the doors open up, the more quickly you move into healing all the parts of you that are playing small, that are keeping yourself in a box and keeping yourself from the abundance you desire. Yeah, it's how you timeline jump into your reality where you're living your best life and you have that financial freedom. right? But I see that this is, again, 4 to 7 months from now, your life's going to start looking really different. But it just starts with taking this one bold yet simple step of honoring those interesting little things that have piqued your interest and just exploring them, those hobbies, those interests, and see where it leads you. Maybe to a new career, maybe to a lucrative investment opportunity, maybe to the right place, the right time to meet the person of your dreams who also ends up having tons of money, right? Who would love to let you live a financially free life. Like, there's so many ways it can happen, but it comes for you, deck 2, by embracing you and living in truth to that. So, all right, deck 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading and how it resonated. I always really appreciate getting to see your comments and hearing how these readings connect with you. It truly means the world to me. You are, of course, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance if you're not already subscribed. And if you would like to get access to all of the resources you need to manifest more wealth into your life so you can become financially free, you are absolutely welcome to join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. It is an absolute steal of a price for everything that is included. That means within the Wealth Vibe membership, you get daily mini money readings from me, monthly manifesting challenges, money meditations, a book club, our high vibe community of like-minded people, and so much more. So if you're looking for that extra support on your spiritually aligned wealth journey, click the link for the Wealth Vibe in the description or pinned comment below. If you want to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck so you can get divine guidance on demand for all things money and abundance, that link is below as well. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity, abundance, and enjoyment of your amazing, genius, unique self and interests and all the abundance that will open up for you. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 3. We're going to dive into your reading to see what guidance Source has for you to help you become financially free and never have to work again if you don't want to. So I'm going to shuffle. I want to pull just one card to start to see how you can become financially free. Be positive. I focus on the good in life. Okay, so deck 3. Right now, where are you focusing on the negative, right? Like, where have you been focusing on the stories that make it feel like you're never going to get where you want, right? That financial freedom is off limits to you. I don't ever want to, I understand with these money and career readings, it's very easy to say, just be positive. And I understand that, especially in today's society and culture and our economy, right? Like the global economy, the economy in the Western world, right? Where, especially where we're just like, it can feel like the cards are stacked against you sometimes, right? So maybe this is on a big global level. Maybe this is just in your career or with a personal issue you're having financially. But sometimes it can feel like the world's against you, the cards are stacked against you, something's working against you, right, is what I'm getting. But there's always, as Abraham Hicks always says, right, like there's always two sides, like a conversation's always two conversations, right? There's always two sides of the same story where it's like you can either look at everything that's against you and working against you, apparently, in your life or in your finances and preventing you from getting to that financial freedom. Or you can look at all the things that are working for you, all the opportunities that are available to you, right? I'm actually getting that there's, I haven't gotten this for any of the other decks so far. I'm getting for you, deck 3, there's actually quite a big and exciting opportunity to tap into financial freedom pretty quickly and in a surprising way for you that you're just not seeing, but it's like right there or it's coming very soon. And it's just like you're just not seeing it because you have some sort of story that is like the cards are stacked against me. It's the system's rigged. I can't win. I can't come out on top. Someone like me can't be successful, right? Like I don't want to say playing the victim because it is very much, there are a lot of ills of our society and our economy, and there's a lot of issues with it. I will not sugarcoat that. But there's also a lot going for you right now, deck 3. And when you start to tune your attention to that, you turn the tides because it's the way you're steering, it's the way you're paddling, like this person's paddling in the canoe, right? It's like the way you paddle your canoe, the way you steer your ship of life is by whether you're looking at the opportunities or the limitations. So what's working in your favor. This is a great exercise for you to even do if you want to see like what's working in my favor right now in my life. Like in financially, is it, you know, you have access to the internet. Clearly, if you're watching this video, that means you have access to so many opportunities for money and for education and learning different things that might help you become financially free. There's so much that's available, right? Like, what else do you have available to you? Is it, you know, different? Do you have money you could invest? Do you have investment opportunities? Do you have, I'm trying to, you know, give you other examples of like what's going right for you. Do you have like a degree you could use? Do you have experience with something? Like, there's things working for you, right? We have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Really, I'm seeing that like as soon as you get clear on where you're picking up everything, like from, I'm getting from most of you on here on deck 3, it's like you're picking up the limitations that a lot of us collectively believe are on us in our society. But as soon as you start to become aware of like, oh, this is just a societal story, but it doesn't mean it has to apply to me. I can be the exception to the rule. You can start to release those things and start to move forward more quickly toward the financial freedom you desire. So this is kind of that kind of thing to do. I see golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. You got some rare gifts in you. You have some big ideas, some big potential, some big destinies to fulfill in this lifetime. You're meant to like make millions with them. You're meant to make an impact, but also create a life of freedom for yourself through these things. But there's again, this healing, this release from seeing yourself as going against the tides and now seeing yourself going with it, looking for what tides you can lean into, right? What flow you can lean into. You know how they say this, the phrase, right, keeps popping into my head for your reading of, you know, how like everyone says, like depressions or recessions in the economy are when millionaires are made. And it's like, that's you. And it's not saying you need to wait for, you know, everyone else to be suffering and struggling with money. But you're what I just say, the exception to the rule, right? You have rare gifts and things that it's like, I'm seeing that you are actually quite equipped and energetically wired on a soul level, deck 3, to thrive no matter what. Wow, so the cards can't even be stacked against you. Nothing can ever be against you because no matter what, you can leverage it to find the silver lining, to find the good, to find the opportunities for abundance in it. Wow. That's really cool. Yeah, and then we have Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Whatever you feel like is the obstacle right now, is blocking you, is working against you on your path to financial freedom. That all the excuses, the things you tell yourself, this is why I can't have the financial freedom I desire. They're all excuses because, like I just said, you, specifically deck 3, you are equipped. You're meant to thrive no matter what. You're incredibly resilient. You're so gifted that you can see beyond the illusion of what everyone else is collectively saying or doing and forge your own path and find new solutions and beginnings that have the potential to help others, but also help you and create that freedom, that financial freedom in your life. I just saw 555 on my phone as some nice confirmation for you. So, let's see, what other guidance we have for you? Deck 2. Oh, it's not quite those cards. We have closing door, completion. Right, and what do we have? A door here. We have new solutions and beginnings. Like I see, in order to achieve financial freedom in your life, you have to let go of the old identity that you're like everyone else. There's a lot of these themes in a lot of these decks so far. They're all 3 of the readings so far in this video have been very different and distinct. But there seems to be this underlying energy that we're all being kind of collectively asked to step into right now of like, stop believing that just because something else seems like it's off limits for someone else or that it's not something most of the rest of the world has access to or can do or they're meant for, it's like, it doesn't mean that applies to you. You are you're rare. You have rare gifts. Life isn't meant to be, and especially around money and career, it's not meant to be the way it is for others in the way it is for you. And that's a good thing. Because when you look at most people in the world, they're struggling with money, with success, with having time or financial freedom. You're not meant to. So it's time to close the door on the identity that says that you're not special enough or good enough in some way or gifted or privileged enough in some way to be able to have financial freedom. No, you're meant to. You're meant to. Deck 3. Yes, again, there are very much privileges in society. There's inequalities. There's unfairness, things in our structural economies and things like that. But you as an individual, regardless of any of the stories you tell of why you don't think you're special enough or you think you're special in a bad way so that you can't have the money you desire, that's all a lie. You are an incredibly rare and gifted individual, Deck 3. That's what I'm seeing in your cards here. It's time to close the door on the part of you that believes that you have to stay broke the rest of your life or that you can't ever have more than enough or you can't have enough to be financially free. Whatever stories you have around that, it's time to release them because they're not meant for you. You are so unique, so different in the best possible way. You are rare. You are meant to thrive no matter what. You're meant to, oh wow, you are meant to thrive. Yeah, and I just got Eyes of the Eagle. That makes sense. You're meant to thrive because it says rising above the fray. And the message I was getting as that came out was you're meant to thrive no matter what so that you can show others what's possible, so that you can change the collective. So you can change the collective beliefs around what anyone thinks is possible at any given time. You're meant to thrive when others are struggling so you can show others that it's possible to thrive when they thought only struggle was available to them. And when you start to embrace this and look for opportunities to do that, and you choose to close the door on the identity or that self-concept of, this doesn't happen for me, to, I am the exception to the rule. I'm wired to be successful and thriving no matter what. When you can lean into that and tap into that belief and self-concept, oh my gosh, you rise above the fray. You come up here and then you get to look down at others and say, look what I've done. Come join me. This is possible for you too. You get to live that example of what's possible and expand people's minds, open people's minds to what's possible. And break the illusions. Close the door on the illusions of limitation, of this isn't working. So that's honestly how you're going to probably achieve financial freedom in this lifetime, is by looking for the opportunities, the good, the opportunities for abundance in a down economy, in a broken system, in a limited reality, and finding those loopholes, finding those openings for success, using your rare gifts, and then succeeding when others thought it was impossible to succeed. And when you do that, then others will look at you, and that alone will be success and financial abundance and all of that. But then other people will look at that and go, how did you do that? And then you get to activate others to come with you. And in that activating others to come with you and to rise up to your level, that's where the financial freedom comes in for you. Because then people will pay you to help them understand how you did what you did. Right? So I could easily see you starting a business or growing a business or starting a career being very lucrative in your current career to the point where it makes you so much money when other people thought that was impossible to do in the current economy or current climate. And then other people look at you and go, how did you do that? And you go, oh, it's because of this. And you share what you learned with them, or you share your mindsets and your beliefs. And then they want to pay you to have you coach them or lead them or guide them on how to do that same thing you did. And that's where the true financial freedom comes from. Because now you don't have to trade time for dollars or anything like that. You're just sharing knowledge, and that's very scalable, and you can be compensated heavily for that and also make a very positive impact for that. But you're really here to expand the collective consciousness around what's possible in this lifetime and at any given time in society. You're here to break limitations for yourself and then for others. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right. Let's see. What other guidance do we have for you for deck 3? Hello. Yeah, we have our 5 of Pentacles. That's what you're here to break. This lack mindset, poverty, hardship, adversity, right? Like all of that. That might be where you feel like you are right now, or your mindset right now. It might be what you've kind of left behind, but regardless, like you're meant to be so successful that it blows other people's minds and it leaves them no room to attach to the scarcity mindset anymore. And it pulls them out of their scarcity and their poverty and their lack mentality and their self-limitation. You're going to change so many lives with this too. This is so cool. Really, really cool read. Yeah. Because that Five Pentacles card, that's not the card we want to see in a money reading, but it's the card I want to see when we're talking about what beliefs are you going to bust for yourself and others. And that's exactly where this came out for you. Yeah. If you feel discomfort, right? Like if you're feeling the stretch right now of finances or feeling like you're blocked, that the financial freedom's far away and it's hard for you to find the positive, and it feels really uncomfortable living in the negative, know that that discomfort is a sign for you that it's like you're not comfortable with the negative. That's actually quite a good thing. To be uncomfortable in feeling negative, right? Like, so when I say that, what I mean is most people, and I say this as someone I have 6 years experience doing this work with money mindset, money coaching, money manifestation, business consulting with people. And I will tell you with the literally thousands of people that I have worked with to help manifest more wealth into their lives, the people who are the most successful at manifesting money into their lives are the people who get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. They get uncomfortable with any lack mentality. Like they feel so unhappy with it and dissatisfied with it that they have to do something to change. But most people in the world are quite comfortable in their discomfort, meaning they would rather stay in this Five of Pentacles energy. They would rather stay in this lack mentality and broke rather than have to do the inner work that allows them to see the positive when it feels like everything is negative. That's hard work, right? But the fact that you feel unhappy, truly, and like unhappy to the point that you'd click on this video, unhappy to the point with maybe the way you see society or with your perceived lack of progress toward your financial freedom. The fact that you care enough to try to change something, to learn something, to hear something, to change that, that's a sign that you're expanding. That's a sign that you're ready to expand, that you're expanding, because expansion is uncomfortable. If your soul, if you hadn't expanded on an energetic soul level to be capable of more abundance, you wouldn't feel intense discomfort with wherever you are right now. And maybe wherever you are is actually not that bad, but you just feel intense discomfort around it because you're like, this isn't where I'm meant to be. I've expanded past this. That's a good sign. It means you're ready to expand. And now the way you do that is start focusing on what's actually working for you, what's working in your favor. How are the cards actually stacked in your favor? Starting to shift your mindset so you can start to see the opportunities that are right there for you to take, that no one else can see because everyone else is looking at the bad right now. Everyone else is looking at this Five of Pentacles energy. But when you start looking at what can I do that no one else is doing right now? What can I do knowing that I am destined to survive, to thrive when everyone else feels like it's impossible to do that? What can I see from a different perspective and vantage point? When you start asking yourself those questions and start looking for that, you're going to see other things other people can't see right now because they're not looking for it. You're going to see opportunities for business ideas, investments, things like that can lead to so much success for you. At a time when people say this success isn't possible. And then once you do that, they're going to go, how did you do that? And you're going to guide them through it and be compensated for that. It's incredibly exciting. Yeah, we have the seer, what I just said. You're going to see these opportunities. You see things differently. As soon as you start to focus on the opportunities instead of the problems, you're going to see the ways that money is so accessible to you. You're going to see things differently. And that's how you're going to get on that path to financial freedom. It's very, very exciting. Deck 3. All right, let's pull another card for you. I want to get you an affirmation card. I'll also say if you're like wanting support as you're feeling discomfort in where you are, or that discomfort of expansion, or you want help being able to see the positive, or being able to stretch yourself and be around people who also believe and are doing the impossible, especially financially, come join me in the Wealth by membership, because that community there, what we do there is just, it is next level. And the amazing manifestations I've seen people create in there financially right now in just the last month or two, at a time when everyone else in the world is complaining, especially in the US and stuff, about grocery prices going up and inflation and how hard it is to find a job. Like, I can't tell you how many people in there have manifested new jobs, have manifested $48,000 in like bonuses at work unexpectedly. $48,000 in unexpected bonuses at work. Unexpected $10,000 contracts in their business. Like, I cannot tell you how many people are thriving in there, even thriving enough to the point where they can move to their dream cities and start new businesses and lives there because of the work we do in there. So if you want support in that, support in being positive and focusing on the good, come join me in the Wealth Vibe. That link is below. We have this for you. My efforts in life are always supported by the universe. What did I tell you, Deck 3? It's like you are wired, you are destined, you are supposed to thrive and be supported no matter what. And as soon as you pick up that identity and own that that's your truth of your soul, that you're one of the chosen few who get to be successful no matter what, no matter what's going on in the rest of the world, you get to be successful so that you can help everyone pull themselves out of the struggle and the lack. Like, when you accept that role in yourself, the universe is going to show you how supported you are. It's been trying to show you how supported you are, but you're not seeing it. And you're so powerful with your rare gifts that you can trick yourself into not seeing the support from the universe by focusing on the negative. So focus on the positive. Focus on why you're going to be successful, rather why you're not going to be. And you'll start to see these other opportunities. You'll start to see things other people can't see. I am so excited for you, Deck 3. But this is an affirmation you can use anytime you need to come back to the energy of this reading. My efforts in life are always supported by the universe. Really beautiful. Use that whenever you need to kind of shift yourself back into looking for the positive, looking for the opportunities that other people can't see, that you can see and you can leverage. And then use that success to help other people succeed, right? And that's where the financial freedom comes for you. All right, Deck 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated. I always really appreciate getting to see your comments and hearing how these readings connect with you. It means the world to me. You are, of course, welcome, if you're not already, to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance. And if you would like to get access to all of the resources you need to manifest more wealth into your life so you can become financially free, so you can see these opportunities and seize them, you are absolutely welcome to come join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. It is an absolute steal of a price for everything that is included, like our daily mini money readings from me, monthly manifesting challenges, money meditations, a book club, and our high vibe community of like-minded people who are also doing the impossible around money like you are meant to be. So if you're looking for that extra support on your spiritually aligned wealth journey, click the link for the Wealth Vibe in the description or pinned comment below. And if you want to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck so that you can get divine guidance on demand for all things money and abundance, that link is below as well. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity, abundance, and positivity, Deck 3, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, Deck number 4. We are going to dive into your reading to see what guidance Source has for you to help you become financially free and never have to work again if you don't want to. So, let's move your crystal, and I'm going to start shuffling I want to pull one card, get a kind of lay of the land for your reading of what does Deck 4 need to do to become financially free. New expression. I express myself with magic and confidence. So what I'm getting is that the path that you're on right now, Deck 4, or the path you've been thinking of getting on, right, in terms of career or business, it's the right path. But it's not about what you're doing so much, because you've already kind of found the right groove or the right path that can lead to the financial freedom for you. It's actually now much more about how you do it, right? The energy you do it with, the confidence you express yourself with. So whether you're in a day job or in a business or have some other way of making money, right? It's like, even if you're doing investing or day trading, it's like you're onto the right thing is what I'm getting, which is great, because some of the other piles in this reading were like, you got to shift everything, right? But it's like, I'm getting that you're like onto the right thing, or you already have an inkling of what the right thing is, right? So you're already on the right track. You're on the right groove. Now it's about how do you actually move faster on that track to get to that level of abundance or wealth that would allow you to be financially free. And the way you're going to do that is by changing how you're doing what you're doing. I'm getting that there needs to be this much higher level of confidence in yourself and in what you're doing and the value of it, or how good you are at doing it, so that when you show up and do the things that make money, the results are amplified, right? Like you're on the right track, but now you need to kick it up a notch, or like 10 notches, because you found the right thing. This is really cool, because most people search their whole life for the thing that's going to be that $1 million idea, or make them a bunch of money, or, be that path to time or financial freedom. And you've already found it. Again, whether you're actually doing that and making money on it, or you've just been thinking about it, there's a mixed bag here on this reading of who, is showing up for this collective reading, but you've already touched on it, if not already in it, right? So it's like you already know what path is going to lead you to the financial freedom. Keep going with it, but now become so wildly confident in yourself in that track, in that career or business or job, that the success, the financial freedom becomes inevitable, right? And when I say that, this is interesting because I just, the other day, a couple days ago, I had a live call in my Wealth Vibe membership, and there was this collective card pull, and a lot of the messages that came up for people as I was doing personalized card pulls for my members in there on the live call there was this message that I shared, and I'm going to share it with you because I'm getting the call that this is really important for you to hear as well here. Deck 4. And if you're from my Wealth Vibe membership and you heard this on our call, this is extra confirmation for you that you need to listen to this and embody this. But the lesson here is that what I shared with my membership was that no one can get inside your mind to the degree that they get to tell you how you see yourself. And why that's so important for you to hear, Deck 4, is that you have to start seeing yourself as so wildly successful, as someone who's already financially free, who's at that level of competency, that level of skill, and that level of just amazingness. You have to start seeing yourself as that first before the money can show up, because you have to be able to show up and either sell the hell out of yourself and your business, or promote yourself in a job interview, or advocate for yourself for the raise at work, or take those bold risks in your investments or anything like that. Like, you have to have this really high level of confidence to be able to execute things on the level they need to be executed on to have the level of results that you want financially. So it starts with you first, right? You have to see yourself as a crazy big deal. Right? I've done this time and time again in my business and in my career, where I've had to look at myself and see myself as successful and as someone who's earning multiple six figures a year before it actually happened. But in seeing myself that way and carrying myself with that confidence and sharing my content with that level of confidence, that was what attracted people to me and had people trusting me enough that they felt safe. They felt like, you've got the energy I want, right? I was never misrepresenting what I was earning. I was never telling people I was earning more than I did, but I had the confidence of someone who earned a lot more than I did for a very long time. And that was what drew people to me and felt like, yeah, okay. Because if you think about if someone's showing up and trying to sell you something and they're like, well, I don't know if you like it, or if that's the energy behind it that you're picking up on, you're not going to buy it. You're not going to hire that person, right? You're not going to give them the job. That's where the trick is for you. That's the guidance for you. I know this is just one card and we already have so much of this, we're going deep with it, but it's like, this is such a big concept, but when you get it and it clicks into place, Deck 4, that you don't have to wait on anything external to you to give you permission to see yourself the way you eventually want to see yourself now, right? Like, when you realize that, when it actually clicks, it changes everything and you become this master manifester and things happen so fast for you. And that's, for you, Deck 4, the key. You've already found the right path. Now it's just, how can you amplify what you're doing on that path to reach financial freedom, to get into that financial flow. And I just saw 555 for you on my phone, so some nice confirmation. Yeah. There's so much more financial abundance available to you in what you're already doing to make money, or what you already know you want to be doing to make money. There's so much, there's like an overflow, right, available. This deluge of abundance available to you. But the way you get those amplified results is by amplifying the energy behind them, right? So that's what Source is saying you need to work on. Yeah, mend the flow, right? We have so much with flow. Mend the parts of yourself that you doubt yourselves. Mend the parts of yourself. There's self-doubt in you. And as long as you cling to that self-doubt and allow it to stay there, then the longer you hold that financial overflow at bay, right? You're a magical being. You are so magical, Deck 4. Express that. There's never been you before, and there will never be you ever again. In the history of the universe, there will never be you, this iteration of you, ever again. With your unique skills and gifts and traits and dreams and experiences and perspectives and opinions. Never been one of you before. There'll never be ever one of you again. You are so magical. Own that. Walk like you are wealth personified. Walk like you are the magic of the universe in human flesh. Like, that's what you are. And when you show up like that for your job, for your business, for the interview, for your investments, it's like you get behind yourself 100%. Everyone else gets behind you 100% as well. And the money follows, right? Because money flows through other people. So any part of you that you're doubting yourself, and you doubt how magical or special or how capable or powerful or you are or your work is, it's like, cut that out. Mend that flow. That's what to focus on, right? And if you're having trouble figuring out how to mend that flow, how to heal those blocks and those self-doubts, that imposter syndrome, Deck 4, come join me in the Wealthified membership, because we do a lot of work around this through our different monthly challenges, but especially I'm pretty sure next month we're going to be doing a healing challenge, a money block healing challenge. And that's such a big one, because in order to access this energy, there's some sort of self-doubt block that you have that's preventing you from really leaning into this, the magic and confidence you carry, and expressing yourself and carrying yourself with that full magic and confidence you're capable of and need to carry yourself with. Yeah, I'm seeing that it's like you need to surrender. Surrender to how valuable your work, your offers, your insights, your intuition is. Like, surrender to your magic is what I'm getting for you. Surrender to your power. Stop surrendering to your self-doubt and start surrendering more to your power. Stop putting your trust in your fears and put your trust in yourself. Right? That's what I'm getting. That's how you continue down this path. You're onto the financial freedom that's available to you. Yeah, really exciting. I also want to point out all 3 cards here. These are the cards from my Wealthy Woman deck that I created, that I authored. With these cards, all of these are awareness cards. In the deck, it's half awareness cards, half archetype cards. Archetype cards are where we need to shift the energy of who we're being. Awareness cards are just where we need to bring more awareness to the energy we're carrying. You're already doing. You don't have any archetype cards. You're already doing the right things. Now it's about tweaking the energy behind them, right? Which is just so exciting, because that means you're so close to the financial freedom that you desire. Very excited. I like that. Okay, let's see what comes up for you. I'll grab another deck. What other guidance do we have for Deck 4? Horned Cactus, resourcefulness. You're a really resourceful person. You're incredibly resourceful. You're very good. The work you do, we have Watchers, transpersonal. You're very resourceful, and the work you do and your resourcefulness is very impactful for others. Like, if you at all doubt, Deck 4, the potential impact of what you do, or how appreciated you are in your work, or the work you want to be doing, or in your business, that's all an illusion from, again, this little bit of self-doubt that you need to heal, right? It's like any stories you have that you go, well, I don't know if people really think I'm that good at what I do, or what if I think I'm that good, but then I look foolish because other people go, you're not that good at it, or what if I think this is helpful, but it doesn't actually help people, or I think I'm good at this, but I'm not actually good at it. that's all stories from your ego. Like, there are so many people who are watching you from the outside and going, wow, that is a superstar. Wow, that's someone who's so resourceful. Wow, what an impressive person being that individual is. Like, you're the only one I'm getting who doesn't see how magical you are. And that's all that has to shift, because no one else gets to tell you how you see yourself. But what I can see in you is that you are magical. You are so resourceful. You have so much knowledge, so much wisdom, so much value to share with others that you share your value and wisdom like effortlessly. Deck 4 is what I'm seeing. It's like a superpower of yours. Like, you just naturally, you don't even realize how valuable what you do is and what you want to do to make money or achieve financial freedom is, or how good you are at it. You don't even realize, because it comes so easily to you. And so you've convinced yourself that because it comes so easily, it's not so hard. It must not be that hard. And, if it were that easy for everyone would just be rich and doing it if it were actually a legitimate thing. No, it's for you, because you're uniquely and specially good at it. So don't let the fact that something is aligned and therefore feels relatively easy to you trick you into doubting the value of it, because I guarantee you it is not easy for everyone else. It's easy for you because it's meant for you. So own that. Other people can see it. You're the last one to see it, is what I'm getting, right? So, a little bit of kind of like getting a little bit of that energy of the universe is like, we're tired of waiting for you to see how amazing you are. Can you just see it already and get on board with what we see, right? That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, we have Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Confidence. Self-assuredness. Social butterfly, right? Like, just, you're meant to, like, I don't even know what else to say on this. It's so clear. Wow, what a clear card. All that's missing for you to be able to tap into that financial freedom, Deck 4, is just that bold confidence, that blind confidence. That's all that's missing. Yeah, because I see with your 7 of Pentacles here, you've put in the work. You've done the work of laying the foundations of things, of finding the clarity of what feels right to you, of getting ideas of where you want to go next in your career business. You've built maybe even a career business around the gifts you have. It's like you've laid the groundwork. And it might be that you're even at a point where you keep kind of like, you feel like you're turning your wheels, like you've had some level of success or you have some level of clarity, but you feel like you're not moving anywhere. And it's like, the reason is because you're not fueling it with that confidence. You're fueling it with some meh energy. That's what I'm getting. Some like lukewarm confidence in yourself. It's not to say you have no confidence, but it's like at a 5 when it needs to be at an 11, right? Like, I see that you've come so far in having confidence and being in that embodied, just totally like, I don't even want to say boss energy, but just like unapologetically confident energy. You've done a lot of work toward that, but it's like, there's this last little bit of that self-doubt, imposter syndrome that's lingering around. Like, you're not willing to give yourself permission to believe how freaking amazing you are. But the moment you start to do that and you can show up for whatever money-making activities you do, that's the moment where everything starts to take off, right? That's the moment everything starts to take off. Honestly, 7 weeks from now, 7 weeks to 7 months, right, with our 7 of Pentacles, that's what I'm seeing, is how long it's going to take for you, once you start to shift the self-doubt, to see the fruits of your labors come into bearing, right? Like, you're going to start to see the rewards you get to reap and harvest from all the seeds you've been planting for so long. It's, wow, incredible. I'm so excited for you, Deck 4. All right, we got some cards falling out for you here. We have Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Oh, very interesting. Okay. This is where the self-doubt might come from. If you have this kind of like annoying self-doubt or imposter syndrome that no matter what you've done, you just can't shake, it's because this might be your first time on Earth, right? If we're talking about incarnations and past lives. This also might just be that you've had so many lifetimes that it's like your soul knows how amazing you are, but this little human part of yourself is like just doubting it, right? Like that human part of yourself. And it's just that disconnect that you're like, oh my God, why can't I shake this? And it's because it's like, it's just your soul has so much wisdom and so much expansiveness and depth to it, deck 4, that shoving it in this little human mind and consciousness, it's like you've forgotten some of it on a conscious level, but your heart, your soul hasn't forgotten the abundance of it, right? And so it's like any little bit of self-doubt, you're like, I know that's not right, but I can't let it go. And it's because it's just part of being human. Sometimes, honestly, with self-doubt, it's not always about eliminating self-doubt. It's about learning to not let it drive, right? It's about learning to identify it and see it and acknowledge it, but not listen to it, right? I still have self-doubts all the time. I just don't listen to them. I don't give them weight. I don't give them credence. I don't give them any authority in my life. I just trust what feels right to me. I trust me, and I know my value and my gifts and my worth and the worth I bring to the world and to others. And when I own that, everything moves faster, right? So that might help shift that a little bit. It's okay to have self-doubt. You don't have to listen to it. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to listen to it, right? We have trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Interesting, especially because we have it right here on top of our 7 of Pentacles, which is all about those long-term payoffs, right? Things have been cooking underneath the surface for you more than you notice. And it's like they're ready to pop as soon as you own your magic and confidence, right? So time is not running out. It's not too late if you feel like some project or something, it's too late for you to have the financial freedom you want in this life or the success you want and the way you want. It's not too late. Anything can happen at any moment. Miracles can happen at any moment. But the truth is you're the miracle. And when you remember that, then miracles in your external reality follow and reflect it back to you, right? Yeah, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah. Look a little deeper. Look deeper beneath any of the self-doubt or the imposter syndrome or the little things that are just stopping you from being fully in your confidence. Look a little deeper beneath them. What is that really? What's really there? Is it really self-doubt, or is it playing small because you're actually afraid of your own success? A lot of people are actually quite afraid of getting what they want, financial freedom, even though a lot of people are like, no, that's what I want. I'm not afraid of it. I guarantee there's some part of you that is a little afraid of it because you think maybe having more money puts a target on your back, or maybe it makes you unsafe because people are going to come after you and want to take money from you, or you're going to have to leave behind it's going to create a rift with your family who believes that money is bad, or it's like there's a million things that we don't realize, but on a subconscious level we fear having the money or the success or the freedom we desire. And when we can bring those things to life, when we can dig a little deeper into them and see those hidden secrets we keep, right, we can name them and release them, because they're often just mechanisms of the ego trying to keep us from changing, because even if we're uncomfortable where we are, we know we're safe because it's familiar, right? So be gentle with yourself, but there is a little bit of unearthing, of excavating to do around self-doubt or fears of getting what you want, right? But that's some things to look at in order to unlock this financial freedom. Oh my goodness. This is the card that fell out for you guys. Each day I get better and better, stronger and stronger, more courageous and confident. All right, there's that word confident for you. Oh my gosh, that flew right out as soon as I tried to shuffle. Definitely meant for you. So we'll close the reading on this card, but this is an affirmation you can use to step more into your power and your confidence, to rewire your subconscious. You can use this whenever you feel the self-doubt if you want. But each day I get better and better, stronger and stronger, more courageous and confident. Like, I got that this is some of what your soul came here to do, was to learn how to be confident despite, external situations, and become unconditional in your confidence in yourself and in your value you hold for yourself. But I also get that your soul came here to see the power of that, not just to learn how to do it, but to see the ripple effects of it. Like, once you step into your true confidence and really let that shine, like, you're going to see things manifest so fast. You're going to see opportunities for financial freedom and just that money pouring in faster than you can imagine. It's going to flow to you so easily, deck 4, but it's like, I almost get that this has to be a conscious thing that you do in this lifetime so that you understand the power of knowing and loving your own self, your own worth, and what you bring to the table, right? And just being wildly confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. There's just such wisdom in that on a soul level, and owning that. And then that's where the payoffs are. So it's really exciting that you're right there. You're on the right track. It's not anymore. It's no longer a matter of what you're doing to create financial freedom. It's how you're doing it. Deck 4. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated. I always really appreciate getting to see your comments and hearing how these readings connect with you. It means the world to me when you comment, so thank you for doing so. You are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance. And if you would like to get access to all of the resources you need to manifest more wealth into your life so you can become financially free, you are absolutely welcome to come join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. It is an absolute steal of a price for everything that is included, like daily mini money readings from me, monthly manifesting challenges, money meditations, a book club, and our high vibe community of like-minded people. It really is such a phenomenal place to be, to step into your most confident, wealthy self. So if you're looking for that extra support on your spiritually aligned wealth journey, click the link for the Wealth Vibe in the description and pinned comment below. And if you want to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck so you can get divine guidance on demand for all things money and abundance, the link for that is also below. With all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and confidence in who you are and how magical you are in deck 4, because you truly are quite magical. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.